For over 20 years, I've dedicated my life to bringing you the very best selling, marketing, and business building strategies to keep your business thriving. Get ready to experience the success you've been searching for. Welcome to the Tom Ferry Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Tom Ferry Show, episode 92, TikTok, on our way to 100. Thank you so much for being a part of our ecosystem, watching these videos and sharing them with your friends. It means a lot to us. Today, I want to talk to you about a problem and an opportunity called Facebook advertising for sellers. Now, for many of us, we have been doing this for years. I have been involved with Facebook advertising through Geographic Farm in our own business, helping our customers. I was looking at, the Summit Workbook, which all of you we should link this up so they can have a copy of what Justin's doing to give them even more insight. The bottom line is there's people that are winning and there's people that are losing, and there's some very obvious reasons why. If you're running Facebook ads looking to attract sellers or just get that wonderful thing we all want in our business, which is you run into people and they go, I see you everywhere, direct mail, Facebook ads, like YouTube, like you're just like a superstar, you're a celebrity, you're everywhere. That's a good thing. But let me give you some problems. Ready? First of all, we got 1.7 billion people on Facebook. That's not a problem. That's a good thing. Should you know how many people are in your zip code in the cities you serve? You should do that research. Advertising right now on Facebook is crazy cheap. It is super inexpensive, but we know what's coming. We know what's coming. In the next 24 months, you can plan on, because big business, smart agencies, people are now realizing, wait, 1.7 billion people are watching. I'm running television commercials. And when was the last time you actually watched a television commercial? I lost my phone, guys. Where'd my phone go? We threw my phone? What do we do now? Thanks, Danny. What happens the second a commercial goes on television? What do? You immediately reach for your phone. And where do you go? And the world's figured this out. The advertising world's figured this out, which means you've got about 24 months to really capitalize on Facebook advertising for sellers to win before the prices go up 5 to 25 times. It's natural. It's what happens every time. This is a no-brainer. You've just got a short window of opportunity that you want to take advantage of. Now, if you're paying attention and you know what kind of marketplace you're in around the world, I look at things as I say, this is an A market, right? So does everybody else. Los Angeles, San Francisco, Seattle, Philadelphia, New York City, Dallas, Miami. You with me on this? A markets in terms of television, in terms of advertising costs versus B and C markets. Talking with the CEO of Geographic Farm, he said flat out, look, because they're generating, 30, 40,000 leads a month on Facebook ads for their clients. They're telling me in the B and C marketplaces, Modesto, California, you with me on this? Tempe, Arizona, not Scottsdale. In those places, they're generating tons of leads at very low cost that are converting higher and are easier to convert than, say, the A markets. But in terms of an expectation for you, if you haven't done this before or you've done it in the past and you've been paying attention, tracking, and measuring, because that's the way we roll, you know that right now the numbers show about 4 out of 100 in 12 months become listings that you sell. 4 out of 100. Now, we have clients that are beating that, and we certainly have clients that are doing less than that. But what I want to do today is lay the foundation, the fundamentals, to make sure that you're converting at least 4%, because when the prices spike, let me tell you, you're not going to want to advertise there and not follow up, not convert, and not win. So you really want to make sure these disciplines are in place today inside your business. So as pricing and advertising increases, which it always does, you have the strong foundation to win. Let's take a look. You ready? So the fundamentals of Facebook seller lead conversion, first and foremost, is speed to lead. Now, we all know what we're really talking about is modality. Modality. So I'm on Facebook and I'm doing what I'm doing, and all of a sudden I see an ad that says curious about the value of your home, or I see an ad that shows home prices going up in my local marketplace. I'm curious. I click on it, I go to your 3-step landing page, and I say, yeah, my address is hoobie-doo, and then Google Maps says, yep, this is your property. Who are you? I say, hey, I'm Tom Ferry. I want to know. Here's my scoop. Maybe I give you a false number or a good number. The good news is with solutions like Fetch and others, Intellius and others, you can data append pretty quickly and get all their real information, so we know that's good. So I type in scooby-doo@hoobie-doo.com. That's my email, but I still have your address, and I know who you are. We know the game, right? I hit enter, and then I get 3 prices. Now, here's the deal. If I'm really curious about the value of my home, I'm curious for a number of different reasons. We'll get into that in a second. But the thing you have to understand is I am in psychologically a modality called curious about the value of this property. Now, what happens to the average human being? Most of us, squirrel, right? It's instant. We're doing this. We want to know the value of our home. Then I'm looking at Instagram. Then I'm talking to my kids. Then my wife's saying, let's go have dinner. And suddenly I'm out of the modality of curious about the value of my home. And I'm now into the next thing. That's where my mind is. So when you think about speed to lead, when you think about conversion, when you think about providing value for customers, it's not like you want to catch them. You want to get them when their modality is most interested in speaking with you. Now, as you reflect on this thought and you look back over your history of online lead generation, it now may make a little more sense as to why when you reach out to a lead 3 weeks later, a day later, 48 hours later, that they're not ever thinking about you anymore. They haven't been sitting around waiting. Where's that agent? When are they finally going to call me and give me the real valuation? No, they are just living their life. You're out of modality. You're out of rapport. They don't have a lot of interest in talking to you. Make sense? So you got to get them in under 5 minutes. My friends at Zillow will tell you now, because of their Zillow Assist, and many people that have ISAs and OSAs will tell you, if you get it near 2 minutes, guess what? They're still on the phone. They're still looking, and all of a sudden like, hello, wow, oh yeah, hey, thanks. I really appreciate it. I was just trying to check this out. That's how we want to operate in today's world. Now, number 2, you got to get curious, right? Convert an inquiry into an opportunity, whether it's now or in the future. So what do I want to do? I want to use a little script like this. Like, Taz, we study homes and prices every day. Would you like to be added to our exclusive VIP list where we just provide you the necessary data to keep you as informed as possible to know the valuation of your home and what's happening in the area with no obligation? You don't need to list with us. You don't need to buy from us. It's just a service that we provide for a select number of customers that really want to stay informed. Is that something you'd be interested in? Who in their right mind is going to say no to that? Nope. I don't want to know the real value of my home. I'm just messing around on a website today. The savvy sellers, the people you most want to attract, the people that are looking for someone like you, they're going to say yes to that, and they're going to want to do more. Then I might want to build a little rapport and ask a few more questions. Hey, Taz, how long have you guys lived here? And where did you guys move from? Hey, we've been in this house for 12 years. Ding, ding, ding. That's an opportunity, right? They've been here for a while. They've gone through this. Now they're back at this, and their prices are really, really up here. But where did you guys move from? Well, we're actually from Oklahoma. You're from Oklahoma. Tell me more about that. Oh, blah, 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 blah. What am I doing? I'm building rapport. So how did you guys happen to pick, Newport Beach, California? Well, my parents moved here and I followed along. Outstanding. So if you were to move, where would you go next? It's funny, we've just been thinking that California is just a little nutty and maybe we want to get out of the rat race and we think we can sell this home. We might be able to, move someplace else and get a whole lot more house and a whole lot more land and less expenses and less craziness. See, if you bring value, if you call them quickly, if you connect with them fast, and you get them in their modality, and then you let them know that you're an expert, that you study homes and prices and trends every day, and whether they choose to work with you or not, you would love to offer them a VIP experience where they can get connected to, prices like a real estate professional does. We know all these wonderful scripts and dialogues we can use, but you want to use that and say it with authenticity, say it with really, 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 this is something I do and I offer it to people like yourself that really want to stay informed. Then let me ask you a few more questions because it leads me to this. At the end of the day, if I want to convert 4%, 6%, I've got to qualify for their need, right? So their need could be, I'm thinking about refining, I'm thinking about selling, maybe it's relocation, or maybe I just wanted to know. So why not use a little simple script like, most of our clients, they just want to know their home's real value. So some want to do it because they want to refi, some because they've considered making a move, Some, it's a rental property they own. Some, it's a family member and they're just kind of thinking about mom's house and what the value is. And some just want to have coffee table talk to be able to share with their buddies that they're a little more informed about the market. I'm just curious, which are you? Which are you, right? So you're giving the client, here's all these different options. Why did you go to this website? Why did you take the time to fill this out? But we can't say it like that. We can't go, why did you do that? Instead, hey, you know what? I just find that most of my best clients, people like yourself, they're good people. They want to know, but they want to know for a specific reason. They're thinking about refining, then maybe they're considering making a move, moving up, moving down, moving sideways. Some of them have, family homes they're thinking about. Some are looking at rental properties, and some are just downright curious. Some just want to know what's going on with prices. Where are you at today? And I'm saying this over the phone. Where are you at today? Well, we've been thinking about making a move, but we're really not sure with the election and this and that and the market, and I keep hearing these conflicting reports. When they start saying that to you, that means you are in rapport. That means you have connected. You have brought them value, and now they're going to open up. They're going to trust you more, and that gives you an opportunity to serve. Does that make sense? That's the game. That's how you go from 4% to 5% or 2% to 6%, because you brought more value. You did it in a speed, efficient way and asked some good questions. And at the end of the day, you weren't just trying to get a listing, but you were understanding that we're marathon runners and we're in this for the long game. Let me give you the stats. You ready? Here's what we know. The fundamentals, right? 1% to 2% of these seller leads, when you follow this, convert, 1% to 2% convert in the first 60 days, right? You got them. 2 out of 100. Those are good numbers when we're talking about your average sales price and the number of listings that you want. And what happens when you take a great listing and you do a mega open house and you tell the world, you get 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 more opportunities. I mean, it's really powerful and significant stuff. And you'll get 4% over the course of 12 months by making sure you follow up, which I want to talk to you about in a minute. So the question I have for you is, if you could sort of imagine, Taz, I don't know how far over I can go here. If the world famous lead funnel looks something like this, and this was 4%, here you're getting that first 1% to 2%, but there's this giant group here in this funnel of opportunity that by bringing them value, by nurturing them, by email drips, by text, by BombBomb video, by direct mail, by maybe some targeted Facebook ads to that specific group, just informing them, showing them your map, showing them all the transactions, all the things we talk about all the time on the Tom Ferry Show, then you know what you have, my friends? You have this fantastic, group of what I would call your ultimate seller farm. Your ultimate seller farm. So I've been nurturing these people, and people like, big shout out to Jeff Thibodeau up in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. He was one of the early adopters of Facebook ads way back, right? Chris Spiker, right? Another one. So many of our clients, Sharon Srivastava, figured out that by doing this and creating this sort of segmented list of people that are curious about the value of their home, whether they want to move in 1 year, 3 years, or 5 years, somebody once said to me the following. What's great about something like this is you can actually target and pick who you want and the price ranges, because you can't necessarily do that with your database. You with me? So I can target my advertising and choose the price ranges, the communities, the people I want to go after, and then start nurturing them and bringing them value. So what's your seller farm strategy? Weekly email, monthly market updates, you're just listed and just sold, maybe some BombBomb videos as an example. These are the things that smart agents are doing today to essentially arbitrage the low cost of Facebook ads to generate seller opportunities in their marketplace before the prices spike. Reminder, if you're in Santa Monica, California, if you're in San Francisco, if you're in Seattle, if you're in Vancouver, if you're in Toronto, you're in an A marketplace, you got to be way more creative. You've got to do way more than the average person to win, because the world is marketing and advertising like crazy in your marketplace. So you got to be good. If you're in a B and C market, you can be good and get amazing results. Does that make sense? So a lot for you to think about, to absorb here. Let's link up the Justin's free report. Let's link up we did like a 3-page report on this. Let's put that there. Let's give them the script. So if you're watching with me all the way at the end, I know I talk fast. I know I shared a lot on this one. Look, we just came off, at least in the US, Thanksgiving. There's going to be a big opportunity. People are going to be listing their house in December. People are going to be on their iPhones and Androids and everything else and Google way more in the month of December. It just is what it is. What we know is the National Association of Realtors will tell you that the highest amount of traffic for real estate, guess when? December, January. December, January, December, January, December, January. So if you've even been on the fence or on the edge, now is the time for a lot of different reasons. Give me your comments, give me your thoughts, give me your questions. We're here to serve. Remember always, your strategy matters. And now more than ever, the fundamentals of conversion, that's what absolutely rules. Thanks for watching. If you love what you're seeing here, then click the button below to join our online community absolutely free. Thanks so much.